Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is reportedly in links with Birmingham City. The news broke on Sky Sports News earlier this morning, saying Birmingham are interested in signing Besiktas midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The former Arsenal and Liverpool player has 35 England caps to his name. Sky Sports News understands Birmingham are keen to utilise this experience in English football as they look to achieve back-to-back promotions and reach the Premier League. Yeah, a fascinating one this is. I'm kind of excited by this as well, because I was having a quick look at his stats before we went on, and I was about to say that usually I don't like to look at stats because I don't think they tell the full picture. For example, Demarai Gray, for instance, like his numbers have never been that big, but we've already seen his contribution this season is more than enough to be considered one of our best players. But I gotta be honest, Chamberlain's numbers are very much underrated. Like, considering he was never like a top elite level player, he played loads of times for Arsenal. He was one of those players when I was growing up, he was always in the Arsenal team, he was a proper first team starter. So it's weird to be linked with him. But honestly, like, his stats are pretty incredible, really. He's played 235 times in the Premier League, scored 20 goals and set up 24, with a total of 10,729 minutes played. Like, that level of experience in the Premier League, that is valuable for us at this point, because we've got so much hype around the team at the moment, players who are going to be excited and, not used to like playing in the Championship. And then we bring in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who's played 51 times in the Champions League, scored 9 times, 7 assists, and 2,619 minutes played. Brilliant. On a free as well. Like, that is brilliant business from Blues. If true, obviously, there's loads of rumours flying about at the moment. There's that Mitrovic one, which I'm kind of reluctant to talk about because I've heard a few people say that there's nothing to it, and I've heard a few people say that there's loads to it. So I'll judge that one when it the time is right. But honestly, this level of experience is just priceless for us at the moment. In the Turkish league, he's played 38 times, 5 goals, 1 assist, 1,993 minutes. In the FA Cup, 33 appearances, 1 goal, 9 assists, 2,020 minutes played. League Cup, 22 appearances, 8 goals, 2 assists, 1,461 minutes. In total, in his entire career, he's scored 53 goals in 443 appearances, 52 assists, and he's played 22,674 minutes. Yeah, at that level as well, the guy is like bags of experience, and they were talking obviously on Sky Sports earlier about his, England experience. And that was sort of at the tail end, sort of the fag end of like England when we were being a bit crap, and sort of when everything started to move into that new era that we sort of know now, that 2018 World Cup team. I don't even think he went actually in the end, but like, it's disappointing as well because I do remember thinking he's got a lot about him, and he scored a great goal in the Charity Shield in 2015, if I remember rightly. He's cutting on this right hand side and then he arrows it into the far top corner with his left foot. And like, if we look here as well, Transfer Market, which shout out, it's a very good website, I do use it quite a lot. It says here, played as central midfielder, right winger, left midfielder, left winger, attacking midfield, defensive midfield, right back, centre forward and second striker. And then you look at what he's actually won. Granted, he's not played in every single one of these finals and league games, but still, his trophy cabinet is also pretty incredible. He's got a Champions League and a Premier League with Liverpool, a Super Cup, 4 FA Cups. He's a Club World Cup winner. He's won the League Cup, Charity Shield 3 times with Arsenal, one of them in which he won single-handedly, and also a Turkish Cup with Besiktas. I love that, honestly. The fact that we're looking for those type of players at the moment is brilliant business. And, we have to go back to the Demarai Gray thing as well, who I didn't even realise this when we bought him at the time. We bought him back because he was one of our homegrown players. And rather than, no offence, but like putting some of the young kids on there just to make up the numbers, we think, let's go and get one of our homegrown players that we can stick in the first team and is going to be some proper quality for us. And look at the player that we've got from it, And it's the same with Oxlade-Chamberlain, It's like we could go and get some experienced Championship players, players that have been around the block and sort of tough and grizzled, or we can go a little bit higher, but someone who's not in everybody's books at the moment. And to be honest, I don't even think he's in any Championship or Premier League teams' books. We're pretty much the only team after him at the moment. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, he's 32, he's playing in Besiktas in the Turkish league, which is not an easy league, believe me. All that experience, he's won loads of trophies, he's played under Arsene Wenger and Jurgen Klopp. What a move that is. If it's true, obviously, we'll find out in due course, but still, even the fact that we are linked with these type of players just makes me feel like the smarts at this club right now, it's like, nobody else is doing that, and that is why we are the envy of so many other clubs at the moment, because we're so switched on. And I love this idea about finding different ways to make a team connect, and like I've said a couple of times in this video already, but the experience he'll bring to that dressing room and the stories and experiences he can talk about, it's just you know, like to someone like a Stansfield or to a Neumann, or, you know, players who are really going to go far in their careers, you know, they're just going to be like in awe of the guy, you know. This is a guy who's been to European Championships and World Cups. What an idea. Whoever's come up with that, fair play. Shake my hand. But yeah, let us know what you think to this in the comments down below. Obviously, we will be covering this as the window starts to close. I don't know how much longer is left. I believe it closes sometime at the end of August. We'll find out, of course. But yeah, it's going to be a fascinating end to the window. Hopefully we get these deals across the line. We'll find out if that Mitrovic one is got anything to it. But I don't know. There's something about it that just doesn't ring true to me. Just because, I don't know, it's a little bit like with this one. But I don't know, with Mitrovic, he's got like proper championship experience. You know, the guy's like got... He was the top scorer for one season. I think he's top scorer in one... How do I word this? Like he scored the most goals in a single season in history. So someone will be able to correct me in the comments. But that one feels bigger than this Chamberlain one, in fact, if you get what I mean. So it's just the way that people report on things nowadays. It's like, I don't know, that it doesn't feel like there's got kind of like the solid evidence you need. But we'll find out, of course. But let us know what you think to this in the comments down below. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Blues news. Thanks for watching and keep right on.